Alright, it's Cards of the Week, and the first card is number 77, titled Warm Welcome for an Old Buddy. Let's learn more about the legendary adventures of Han Solo. After run-ins with bounty hunters such as Score and Cypher Boss on Ord Mantell, Han resolved to leave his friends in the rebellion and finally settle things with the Hutt. After Luke Skywalker disappeared while on patrol, Han went out to search for Luke on a Tauntaun, although he ended up stranded alongside Luke in the blizzard. Because of these circumstances, he was forced to use his recently deceased Tauntaun as a makeshift heat source by borrowing Luke's lightsaber to cut its innards open until morning when Zev Zaneska located him in a search operation. Likewise, during patrol, he managed to find a Viper probe droid and destroyed it, although not before it transmitted images of the Rebel shield generator and thus gave away their location. Before he could finish repairs on the Millennium Falcon and leave the Rebels' Echo base, however, he was caught up in the Imperial attack on Hoth. When Princess Leia and C-3PO were cut off from their evacuation ship, Han took them on board the Millennium Falcon, which avoided Vader's Death Squadron by hiding in the Hoth asteroid field. When they were nearly trapped in the gullet of a space slug, Han flew the Falcon back out into the asteroid field, where they were almost immediately detected by the Star Destroyer Avenger. Han, ignoring a warning from C-3PO, moved his ship into an attack approach, flying directly over Avenger's bridge. Subsequent tracking of the Falcon turned up no trace. Han had outwitted Avenger's command by attaching its ship to the rear of the Star Destroyer's conning tower with the Falcon's landing claws. Han and his passengers later escaped undetected, drifting off amongst Avenger's garbage dump before Avenger went into hyperspace. During their escape, Han and Leia began to show their affection for each other. That's it for now. More information on the next Han Solo card. And now it's the backside of the card and its story digest. After escaping from the asteroid cave, which turned out to be the mouth of a gigantic monster, and hitching a ride on an Imperial Star Destroyer, Han and his friends zoomed to Bespin for a reunion with Lando Calrissian. The next card is number 78, titled Conniving Pals. Let's learn more about the legendary adventures of Lando Calrissian. Already a professional gambler at the age of 27, Lando won a battered YT-1300 freighter called the Millennium Falcon in a high-stakes game of sabacc on Bespin from a man named Six Truvi, who was also a gambler. Lando won with an idiot's array, the best possible hand in sabacc, leaving Trouvé destitute, though the other man went on to do well for himself, eventually becoming a partner in a successful resort company. As he had no piloting experience, Lando sought out a Corellian smuggler and skilled pilot by the name of Han Solo, in hopes of being tutored in flying by Han. Lando found Han on Nar Shaddaa being held at gunpoint by the bounty hunter Boba Fett, who had drugged Han in preparation for collecting the bounty on the Corellian. Lando caught Fett by surprise, however, and drugged the bounty hunter with an obedience drug that had been used on Han, after administering the antidote to Han. Han and Lando then ordered the entirely complacent Fett to disarm himself and fly his ship off to unknown space. Afterward, Han eagerly taught Lando the basics of starship piloting. For some time, Lando flew several various smuggling runs, sometimes partnered with smuggler Salah Zend. Lando eventually parted ways with Zend and used his new piloting knowledge to fly the Falcon to the Centrality. That's it for now. More information on the next Lando Calrissian card. And now it's the backside of the card and its story digest. Han needs Lando's help to repair the light speed capabilities of the Falcon. No sooner does Solo arrive on the Bespin scene than the two old buddies resume the friendly rivalry that has seen them through numerous adventures in the past. Alright, those are the cards of the week. Look out for the next cards. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and click subscribe. You can follow Star Wars Obsessed on Instagram and Facebook.